Welcome everyone. I hope all of you are doing fine. So this video is for Senior 3 Grammar and the topic that we're going to discuss is gerunds and participles. So first of all, you have to know what gerunds actually are. So one way to spot a gerund is to notice that they always end in ing. Just remember, they're not the only players in the game ending in ing. Like present participles, which are verbs indicating continuous activity, also end in ing. For example, I was sitting there. Sitting looks like and acts like verb in the sentence. So if you're wondering what a participle does, you're not alone. These mighty verbs take many forms and can be tricky to master. So I'm going to tell you about participles later. First, let me just read the gerunds definition for you all. A gerund is a form of a verb used as a noun, whereas a participle is a form of verb used as an adjective or as a verb in conjunction with an auxiliary verb. In English, the present participle has the same form as the gerund, and the difference is in how they are used. For example, when used with an auxiliary verb, which is walking, it serves as a verb and is the present participle. When used as an adjective, a walking contradiction, it is also a participle. However, when used as a noun, walking is good for you, it is a gerund. So here are some examples of gerunds that I have given you. Swimming in the beach has been Sharon's passion since she was 5 years old. Here, the swimming word is acting as a noun in the sentence. Let's go dancing at the club tonight. Holly decided that flying above the clouds was the most incredible experience for her. I delayed telling Jerry the bad news. Bill avoided doing his math assignment as he was with his friends. When will you give up smoking? Jim ended up buying a new television after his old one broke. She is good at painting. So here I have given you exercise to complete. Question: complete the sentences with the gerund form of the verbs in sentences below. Number 1. She is good at dance. So how you're going to do this exercise? So here I have written she is good at dance. So you have to write how can you turn this word dance into a gerund. Like she is good at dancing. It would be the correct form. Number 2. He is crazy about sing. 3. I don't like play cards. 4. They are afraid of swim in the sea. 5. You should give up smoke. 6. Sam dreams of being a pop star. 7. He is interested in make friends. 8. My uncle is afraid of go by plane. 9. We insist on cook the dinner ourselves. Alright guys, so now we're going to discuss about participles. So, if you're wondering what a participle does, obviously you are not alone. These mighty verbs take many forms and can be tricky to master. Let's explore the different types of participles. So first of all, to start, participles are words derived from verbs and can function as adjectives or as parts of verb phrases to create verb tenses. Put simply, that means a participle will look like a verb running but may have a different role in the sentence. The running water, that participle is describing the water and performing the function of an adjective. There are two main types of participles, present participle and the past participle. If you add ing to the base form of a verb, it would be called present participle. For example, eat is the base form of the verb to eat. The present participle of eat is eating. And as you all know, present participles always end in ing. Present participles can also function as an adjective and modify nouns in sentences. For example, in the sentence, the winning athlete gets a trophy. The present participle winning describes the noun athlete. Present participle appear in progressive, which are also known as continuous, verb tenses, which show when a verb or action is in the process of happening. The definition of present participle would be, they are words that end with ing. They are formed from a verb and used as an adjective or to form verb tense. A sentence which is in present progressive tense, she is sitting now. A sentence in past progressive tense is, she was sitting there 10 minutes ago. A sentence in future progressive tense is, She will be sitting at her desk in an hour. So all these sentences indicate when she was or is in the process of sitting. So all of them could be present participle. So examples of present participles. The fleeing criminal. Here the word fleeing is an adjective. He was waving his sword. Verb. The waving verb is formed from the base verb wave. The laughing pirate. Adjective. The teacher is giving lecture. Give. All existing business models are wrong. Adjective. Aruba is singing a Bollywood song. Verb formed from sing. Love is the big booming beat which covers up the noise of hate. Adjective. I am doing stand-up comedy tonight. So here the verb doing is formed from do, which is the base verb. Past participle is basically a participle that describes a completed action. Past participles usually end in ed, which are used in forming perfect and passive tenses, and sometimes as an adjective. Past participles formed from irregular verbs may have endings like en, t, d, n, for example, swollen, burnt, hoped, broken. Some past participles remain the same as the base form of irregular verbs like set, cut, hit. Examples as an adjective of past participles. She placed the cut flowers in the vase. The broken lamp was hard to mend. His painted skin. The whispered word. They ruined cake. My swollen eyes could tell everyone that I cried whole night. Here is a torn copy. Throw it. She gave me a decorated cup. Examples as a verb of past participles. She had crossed the line this time. I had seen the movie already. I stopped him from smoking. Poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese. I touched the glass and it shattered. Sarah dumped her boyfriend. My mother sewed a dress for my prom. We chatted whole night.